But here's what got me though. Here's what got me is when I was in New Orleans, the NFL's drug policy is they test you one time a year, and they test. So in New Orleans, they tested us in training camp.
Okay.
We get to training camp, we get that note under our door, we take our test, and we're good for the year.
Okay.
I got traded to Miami, and no one told me because no one knew I was a smoker. So no one told me that they test in the off season.
Oh,
so I got to work one day.
Off season is when it's cracking.
Yes, and so I got to work. So I got to work one day, and dude said, "Okay, you got a drug test today," and I was like, "Damn." And I kind of knew they got me. And so once they get you on that test, they put you in the program. And you're in the program for 2 years. And for those 2 years, you get drug tested 9 times a month, and you got to go see a therapist once a week.
9 times a month.
Yeah. And
2 years.
And if you travel, you got to tell them where you're going. You got to give them the address, tell them how long you're going to be there, and they can test you anywhere.
That sounds like a PO.
It's crazy. It is. That's how they. That's how it felt. That's how they treat.
Right. Yes. That sounds like a personal PO.
Yeah. And so and so at first I was like, all right, I'll just stop smoking because I was like, whatever, they got me, I'll just stop.
Right.
And then I stopped, and I realized it had become so much of my like self-care routine that it was hard for me to be a football player and not have it in my life because I started popping more pills and doing other stuff. And I said, okay, I got to find a way to figure this out. And so I devised a little scheme, where I found out how much I could smoke and still pass the drug test.
Right.
So I kind of found that sweet spot.
Found this balance.
Yeah, I found that sweet spot, and it worked for almost 2 years. I was almost out of the program, and we were playing Philly.
Okay.
We were playing Philly on I think it was Monday night, and we ended up losing in the game, like knocked us out of the playoffs. And so I went out that night and stayed up a little bit too late, and I had a drug test in the morning. And so my little deal was, dude would call me and say, I'm coming to drug test you in the morning. He would get there at 6. I'd wake up at 5. I had this little drink called Extra Clean.
Okay.
I would get up, take my little drink. I'd take my little drink. You know, you take the drink, you wait 15 minutes, and then you take another drink. You wait 15 minutes, you pee, and then your urine is clean for 5 hours. Okay, and I had this system down. Okay, but again, I went out a little bit too long, but I woke up at 5. I took my drink.
Yeah.
Fell back asleep.
Oh my God.
Fell back asleep.
Bro.
Woke up to the doorbell. Woke up to the doorbell. I was like, damn. I just said, I'm about to see. Like I said, I'm about to see. And so I peed in the cup. And the crazy thing is when it came back, the cutoff at that time in the NFL was 0.15 nanograms per milliliter of THC metabolites, which is really low. They've already raised it to 0.5.
Okay.
But it was really low. And the A bottle, because they make us pee in 2 bottles. The A bottle was like 0.16 and the B bottle was 0.14.
Okay.
So I appealed it because I said if the B bottle was tested, I would have passed.
Right.
So I appealed it.
Sick with it, man.
And they came back from the appeal and they said let's cut a deal.
Okay.
They said if you will stay in the program for 8 more months, then we'll let you out of the program. Okay. And I said no.
I was gonna say.
I said
like,
no.
That's
I said
the
no.
trap, bro.
I said no.
Okay.
I said no. I said I'm gonna make you guys. I said I'm gonna make you guys make a decision.
It's crazy how they always come with a deal.
Yeah. So I said I'm gonna make you guys make a decision. And in the meantime, I kind of had made some epiphanies in my own life.
Okay.
About maybe I have a greater purpose in this world than just playing football.
Right.
And I realized that if I spend my whole life chasing this Hall of Fame or chasing this dream or chasing this money, I'm going to miss opportunity to do what I'm really here for.
Right.
And so I noticed the writing on the wall, and I realized, like, my life purpose, I need to step away from this and find some other kind of purpose in my life. And
Sweet.
And so I ended up failing another drug test, and then I just told the NFL, you don't got to worry about me. I'm out.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Deuces. That was it. So guess what we're going to do today? Since we was out, we're going to blaze up right now. Go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and run this right quick.
All right, guys, we hit 50,000 subscribers. Our next goal is 100,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button to subscribe. We appreciate y'all very, very much. Thank you.